This narrative explores real disappearances and may contain details some viewers find disturbing. Proceed with caution. Imagine a silence so complete, it screams. Tonight, Silent Witness hunts the silence of the lost. This isn't merely about absence. It's about the chilling voids they leave behind. It's about the truths silence protects. We journey into 3 haunting echoes of lives vanished. Scotland, 1900. Missouri, 1992. And the uncharted shores of a New World colony in 1587. Different times, different places, yet bound by the same chilling question. Where did they go? Leaving only the weight of their unspoken stories.
Not a single trace of bone was ever found. Begin at the sea's edge in the remote Flannan Isles. 1900. Its newly built lighthouse, a beacon of hope, was manned by 3 souls. James Disquiet, a principal keeper,
Family man, meticulous. Thomas Marshall,
a second keeper,
thoughtful mariner.
And Donald MacArthur, occasional keeper.
Quiet, isolated. Their predictable lives,
a rhythmic shield against the crashing waves,
were about to shatter.
The routine relief arrived on December 26. The tender Hespers delayed by relentless storms, but the flagstaff was bare. No welcoming faces, just an unsettling quiet that clung to the island like the sea mist. Relief keeper Joseph Moore found the entrance unlocked, the main door ajar. Inside, beds lay unmade, a meal set untouched on the table, a clock frozen in time. Their oilskins were gone. He felt a chill that wasn't the wind, a prickle of dread on his skin, knowing the normal was utterly fractured. Think about that for a moment. The lighthouse logbook, a chilling whisper from the void. December 12th. Severe gales, the worst for 20 years. Men all shaken. December 13th. Wind increased to force 9. Never saw such a storm. Secured for night, men crying and praying. Yet the wider world, untouched. Fear bled onto those pages. They felt a storm unlike any before. One that rattled the very stone of the tower, yet the outside world seemed still. Was it a storm of the mind, or a terrifying event only they could witness? The landing stage bore the scars of a powerful surge. A supply box splintered, railings twisted, a life buoy missing. 2 sets of oilskins vanished with them. 2 men went out. But what pulled them into that unforgiving sea? And why the 3rd, who normally would have stayed at his post, venturing out into the teeth of it? The sea seemed to rise, aslant, hungry mouth, consuming them with unnerving precision. A rogue wave, they say, a sudden, monstrous surge. But the silence that followed, it felt too complete, too final, almost unnatural. Accident, or something more sinister hidden within the island's desolate heart? The silence, it keeps its secrets, doesn't it? The lighthouse, automated in 1971, still stands, a silent sentinel over their watery grave. If you're intrigued by the mysteries the silence holds, Make sure to subscribe to Silent Witness so you don't miss anything as we dive into the unseen. Three women vanished from a locked house. No forced entry. Springfield, Missouri, 1992. In a tight-knit community, single mother Cheryl, a cosmetologist, brightened her client's gaze. As summer ended, her daughter Suzanne, a recent graduate, and her vivacious friend Stacy anticipated the future, unaware that their ordinary lives were about to be irrevocably altered. The night of June 6th, graduation parties filled the air with laughter and farewells. By 2 a.m, Suzanne and Stacy returned to Cheryl's home, the supposed sanctuary of sleep. Cheryl's last contact, a mundane chat about furniture. The next morning, a cold, empty house, the television on. She noticed the porch light was shattered, a cold, sharp feeling in her stomach, a discord in the suburban calm. But no one was there. Belongings scattered, yet untouched, as if they had been plucked from existence, vanished without a word, without a fight. Just a terrifying stillness. Imagine the agonizing wait for their families, a silence that stretches into decades. Purses, money, keys, all remained, as if they had simply evaporated. Stacy's car, found miles away, offered no answers. No forced entry, no signs of struggle, but a single disturbing message on the answering machine, accidentally erased. What was on that tape? A vital clue, silenced before it could truly speak. The perpetrator, or perhaps an unseen hand, had ensured this silence was absolute. Abduction? A known predator lurking in the shadows of their ordinary lives? Robert Craig Cox. A name that hangs heavy in the air, but no answers. Only the gnawing emptiness of their absence. 3 lives swallowed by the mundane, leaving behind a community scarred by unanswered questions. A silence that screams louder with each passing year. The silence of what could have been. Their families continue to search, their memories kept alive by a community that refuses to forget. A bench in the victim's memorial garden stands as a silent tribute. The silence in both these cases is deafening. What are your initial theories? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm curious to see what you're piecing together throughout this haunting stillness. An entire civilization, 115 souls, erased from history. The Roanoke Colony, established on the coast of North Carolina in 1587. A promise of a new world. A community striving to take root, building a home against the wilderness. Its governor, John White, an artist and explorer, was entrusted with the immense task of overseeing this new settlement. Lives filled with hope and the raw courage of pioneers. Governor John White sailed back to England for supplies, leaving behind 115 men, women, and children. When he returned in 1590, what he found was an impossible silence. The palisade fort was still standing, but completely deserted. No people. No signs of struggle. No bodies. The houses were gone. The salt-laden wind whispered through empty dwellings, a chilling, utter void. A silence so profound, it resonated in his very bones. The only clue, the single enigmatic word, Croatoan, carved into a gatepost and crow into a nearby tree. No Maltese cross. No sign of distress. What does this mean? Was it a message of relocation? Assimilation with a friendly tribe? Or a chilling epitaph etched by a desperate hand, hinting at a more brutal end? Every theory is a desperate whisper against an absolute silence. The very land holds their secret. The trees, the shifting sands, the ocean, they became the ultimate silent witnesses. What happened to them? The hopes, the dreams, the very lives of 115 souls, swallowed by the American wilderness. A complete, terrifying erasure enacted by a force unseen, unknown. The land itself became their final, unblinking eye. 3 distinct disappearances, each shrouded in its own unique silence. The Flannan Isles keepers, claimed by a phantom storm or something far more unknowable. The Springfield Three vanished from the heart of suburbia without a trace. And the lost colonists of Roanoke, their fate whispered on the wind. In each case, the most profound clue is the chilling absence itself. The silence of the lost. It speaks to the fragility of life, the enduring power of the unknown, and the haunting questions that linger long after the vanished are gone. In these voids, we are left to grapple with the unsettling truth that sometimes the most profound stories are the ones the silence refuses to tell. What do you make of these enduring silences? Share your final thoughts, your deepest theories in the comments below. If anyone wants a deep dive into any particular case from tonight's episode, let us know in the comments section. And if you're drawn to the mysteries that history holds, make sure to subscribe to Silent Witness. Next week, we'll delve into the chilling secrets of your neighbor's secret. They were your skin. Until then, listen closely to the quiet. You never know what it might be trying to tell you.